we are back. Welcome back, Fel fans, to Millenaire. Millenaire. Still can't believe it's back in 2026. Also can't believe that the Mayan Refresh I did wasn't added to it. So I have to manually update it myself to add it. There is no sound. What do we have for sounds here? Let's bump that up a smidge. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so for the past couple updates, there had been a bug with exporting, and the bug is somewhat gone now. It's pretty hard to export now. It is the importing tables only. Oh, my cat's joining us. I'm sorry, but I put cups. I'll move the cups out of your way. He's been sitting on my desk lately because I sit there, I guess. Let's see. Let's see. Last time, when I found that I couldn't export, I gave up on finishing the corn farms. And I did make some changes because I would like to import the previous building and then export it and then make a change to it. I didn't want to build it from scratch, is what I didn't want to do. For one, that's difficult, and for two, it's not accurate. Not accurate. So let's see. Let's take a look at what I have. So this is what I ended up with. I kept the... Oh, sometimes that happens. For some reason, the other importing tables will conflict with each other. I kept the jungle wood top. It was oak wood top before, but I kept that. This is from Miner Mia's design. Yeah, I'm basing this off of Miner Mia's initial design. We've got a top floor here. I've expanded it a bit. For some reason, it was very small before. But yeah, for storage up here. Then I take the... Oh yeah, I added some junglewood logs for pillars. And then I take the mud. Well, actually, it's vanilla packed mud now instead of dirt wall. It was dirt wall before, but we changed it to vanilla packed mud. I changed that to stone, and that's pretty much the change to there. Then I add some diorite to the design a bit. Yeah, we've got a nice little stone, let's say fencing. Nice little stone fencing going on right there. Then we start adding the plaster blocks. Yeah, we've got the plaster blocks going here, which, if you saw the previous stream about this, is currently retextured timber frames. Currently. That's just for the initial design. And then here is the thatch rug, which is currently oak wood pressure plate, but that's fine. That's just for the initial designs. And then we go ahead and start adding the nice little chiseled plaster blocks, decorating the farm a bit better. And what did we do over here? Hmm. We did a few things, including adding the feathered serpent statues, which are represented in this version by these nether fences. They will be updated to the correct version. And also we changed the flooring to the nice little fancy rugs. Did we do anything up here? I don't think we did much up there. Oh, we also did stuff with the beds right there as well. And then this is the one that I was working on stream. Which is the variant corn farm, which is a smaller house but bigger farm. And also, for some reason, dirt paths right there. Don't know why I did that, but I do like it. It is interesting. Did not have the crafting position marker, so they wouldn't have known to craft there. Don't know why I forgot that. I had to add that. Oh, also I added defending positions so that when the village is under attack, people will go here to defend. Not much changes. I did add additional storage in the ceiling. Yeah, there wasn't that much storage here, so I added a bit up top. Not much changes. Ah, and then that was where I was at the end of the stream about this. Here is the change. I then go ahead and add some nice little plaster bricks down there, accentuating it a bit. Nice little plaster bricks. I then go ahead and just do regular plaster across the stone parts. Just put plaster on top of that there. Then I add some chiseled plaster and some of the feathered serpent statues. Um, yeah, yeah. I think that's it for that. Yeah, yeah. That is the changes to the corn farm which were required because somehow, going from what Alexa, stop. Somehow going from version 112 Minecraft to 120, I lost the corn farms I made, so I had to redo them. I don't know what was going on with that. Also, here is what I ended up doing to the cornfield. This what we had before. We were removing the cobblestone variant, and we just had that, that, and that. But I was like, that doesn't seem very good. I don't like how it goes straight from stone to so much stone brick. So I kept the initial this. I modified this a little bit, so it looks like that. And then I kept that and then added the stone bricks to the missing areas. So it's a more gradual progress. And then just went with the original design for the end right there. That was what we did with that. Let me see. We ended up with the crafter at the end. Let's see. So I don't like this tree farm. Do not like. Hmm. I do like having a variant. Hello, Jenny. So why I'm doing this now is because once I found out that the Subnautica update was going to be players can now blink, I was going to do a stream of Subnautica today because I was waiting for the update, but the update ended up just being players can now blink. And also the gun will stun fish now. I mean, I guess. And also, it's easier to find silver because now there is a voice log that says, "Hey, there's silver in this area," to notify you there's silver here. That is a depressing update. You never even see your character. Most people apparently play Subnautica 2 with friends, which I've never considered Subnautica to be a multiplayer game, but Subnautica 2 really is, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of people, especially when I watch streams, had trouble finding silver. So I guess a voice log that says, "Hey, pay attention, there's silver here." Up to 4 players, yeah, yeah. I guess that voice log is somewhat useful, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I got my hopes up. I was expecting another giant, massive amount of story. To be fair, that is expecting too much. I shouldn't have expected that. Mm, should not have expected that. But yeah. And then I just nodded off because I haven't been sleeping and I just woke up. So that's why I'm streaming now. Also, this is going to be a short stream. I'm just showcasing, exporting these buildings. I was just saying I think I'm going to not use this building. Um, the Mayans will eventually use mangrove. I might repurpose this building for mangrove growth. I don't know anything at all about mangrove growth. It's not a regular tree, is my understanding. I was thinking if they were going to put out that big of an announcement, they would probably be hyping it up. It felt pretty hyped. It felt pretty hyped. So, my initial thought here is that a mangrove farm like this would be out of control. Is that more propolis? It is. So that's how you get the saplings. It grows from the tree? I don't know. I'll still export it. Just just to have it there. Just so that I don't lose the file. Yeah. I won't clean it up. Like, see this sleeping position right here should not be in a grove. Villagers should not be sleeping here. Don't know why that is there. Sleeping was added to a lot of buildings. I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see. It looks like we go 3 blocks high. And how tall are you? 10 by 10? Uh, I call them groves, right? Let's call you. Oh my God. So the new in exporting requires to do all builds at once. Super annoying. And I would have cleaned up all that snow, but this is for later. So let's say Grove X 10 by 10. Let's say 3 tall. 2 upgrades. Create Grove X. So yeah, I'll deal with that at another time. Mangroves are a swamp tree. They need to be in a watery area. So what I was thinking about doing was to make this a swampy area, like just fill this with water, make it be a lake. Make it be a lake. And then have the mangroves grow in that and have this sort of thing surrounding it. I'm probably going to change the design. I don't know. But this version of the Mayans don't even have mangrove wood anyways. What does that look like? Ooh. Ooh, that is a gorgeous wood. Oh, that makes me want to use it. Look at that red. Huh. Yeah, we'll deal with mangroves at a later time. What are you? Dirt path for some reason. Why did I manually put the dirt path in there? I don't know where's my head at. Path start marker. Let's swap that out with the path swap marker. Let's get rid of the snow. For some reason, everywhere I go is windswept hills, which make snow. I was not expecting that. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Other than manually removing the snow and then sleeping every time it starts to snow to try to stop the damage, I guess. That's fine, that's fine. Oh, yep, sorry again about being so late. I nodded off myself and just woke up. I crashed. I crashed because, yeah, I don't sleep. I, I really should sleep at an appropriate time, but my book's getting good, so I don't want to. Ah. Well, since you are sleeping, I surely wish you sleep well. Now, how tall is this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he is 5 blocks tall. Is he also a 10 by 10? He is also a 10 by 10. So I believe 1, 2, so there are 3 upgrades. Okay. I believe I mentioned this when I streamed the changes. Grove, 10 by 10, 5 tall, 3 upgrades. I believe I mentioned this when I streamed it, but I wanted to use thatch and logs for the grove instead of the stone that I was using before. I don't know why I was using stone for a grove. That's weird. Because they're Mayans, I guess, but still, wood would have been better for a grove. What do we got here? Ah, the guard's house. Ooh, look at that design. So we've got 3 beds right off the back. Let's kill some of the let's kill one of those beds. Um, Not a lot of updates. That's fine. It's just got 2 updates. This is just a guardhouse. It doesn't need. Oh, I forgot. This is the one I did that hilarious arch with. I love this arch. That is such a good arch. I enjoy that. We start the guardhouse off with stone brick floors, though? Hmm. What do we get for floors? Oh, immediately the thatch rug. And then what about over here? Okay, still thatch rug. That's good. Oh, but then we use a real bed? Ooh. Ooh, that is a fancy bed. So let's do this. Let's give him 2 beds because I don't plan for children right away. And that's a sleeping spot marker. It indicates that this is where they go to sleep, letting the villager know, go here to sleep. Hmm. Yeah, not much to change. It looks good. I like how we go from this house. I could I could give it its own packed mud and thatch version before. I could give it a packed mud and thatch version prior here. Hmm. Hmm. And I think I will. And let's change this flooring to jungle wood. Initial flooring, jungle wood. Then it goes to stone brick. Let's see, that is 8 by 7 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tall. 8 by 7, 6 tall. I guess that doesn't matter as much. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Among the awful changes that I've mentioned awful changes, is that now let's start you off with one bed. Now there is no individual importing. You can't import it individually and have it work well because it will not work well. Like, see the cost listed here? For an upgrade, the cost is supposed to be the difference between this building and this building. So you wouldn't need to pay for things that already exist in that building, is the intention. But yeah, that's not available. It's just not available. And I guess that's fine. I guess. Since it is thatch, I think I wanted to hang out a little bit for the thatch version, just because it is not as solid as wood. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Hmm. I sometimes worry that I am using too many upgrades, it'll be too expensive for the player. But we'll have to see how that goes. Like, I don't know. Is it going to be too expensive for the player? Hmm. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I see the problem. Just those two? Okay, just those two. Hmm. Should I make that jungle wood as well? No, no, that's enough jungle wood for the framing. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Because if I recall, the guardhouse is always a secondary build, never an initial. But I kind of like giving it that initial start. Mm, hmm. That's interesting. Yeah, yeah. Still slightly boxy, which is important. And interesting. Okay, so how tall were we again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tall. And we've got 3 upgrades. 6 tall and 8 by 7. Okay, let's go ahead and test it. Good, good. Everything appears in order there. And because we didn't test the grove, let's go ahead and test the grove. Yeah, she has no importing issues. Everything looks good there. Good, good.